Hey everyone, Michael Crosa here. Before we start this episode, I just want to give you a heads up and say that when we recorded this, we had to do a lot of last minute shuffling of locations and things like that. So as you're listening, it might be a little bit hard to hear the audio. So just know that the sound quality will be better in future episodes, but for now, just bear with us, and I think you'll still appreciate the message nonetheless. Thanks, and we'll see you again soon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the BNI Southeast Tennessee podcast. My name is Michael Crosa with Chattanooga Podcast Studios, and I'm here with Elaine Zambos, Director of BNI Southeast Tennessee, and we want to say Happy Halloween!
Yes, Happy Halloween.
And you might not know this, but that means it's also Elaine's birthday. Happy
Little fun fact.
Yeah.
Little Halloween baby.
Halloween baby.
I used to think that the world loved me. Like, everyone loves me because everyone celebrates. They get candy, they dress up, and it's my birthday. And I would tell my little brother, like, everyone loves me. They don't like you. Nobody celebrates July the 27th. My mom did not like that. I had to stop real quick, but I never had a problem with my confidence level.
That's funny. Well, what are we talking about today?
We're going to talk about that it's such a great day in Southeast Tennessee.
Well, it sure is.
Yes.
This episode is brought to you in honor of Be the Change Youth Initiative, a BNI member nonprofit empowering youth and reducing suicide rates by engaging them in community transformation. A good referral for Be the Change Youth Initiative would be businesses or community organizations who are passionate about involvement and engaging younger generations. You can find out more by going to BeTheChangeYI.com, which is linked in the show notes below.
All right, Elaine, what a beautiful day it is, isn't it?
It is beautiful, yeah. And it's my birthday.
Well, cool. Tell me more about this idea of it's a beautiful day in Southeast Tennessee.
So it is. It's a beautiful day. So, but in seriousness, when we talk to companies and businesses and people, they always say, you know, I want to get to the next level.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to talk about getting to the next level. What does that look like? I hate it when people say that because I don't know what the next level looks like.
Yeah.
So let's look at where we are now.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if we look at where we are now, where are we starting? Right? Where are we starting? Who's at the table? Who is at the table? Because, like, for instance, you're the president of our BNI chapter.
I am now.
And you walk in and you say, all right, we're going to take this chapter to the next level. Yeah. Well, what's the next level for David might mean something different to Peter. That means something different to Heather, and that means something different to Allison, right? Like, so what is the next level? So we got to talk about where are we starting? So who's at the table, right? And then we see who's at the table, we see where we're starting, and then we need to look at what are our strengths? Because everyone says, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? We're going to work on these weaknesses and make you better.
Yeah.
That is a load of baloney. Because if I work at my weaknesses, it's going to do two things. No matter how good I get at my weakness, I'm only going to be average at it.
Sure.
And I'm going to be frustrated as all get out.
Yeah.
Right?
And your strengths won't develop.
And my strengths won't develop. So if we work in our strengths, we're going to all be better because what you're strong in, I'm probably not strong in. Or what frustrates me might inspire you.
Yeah.
Right? Like we are all in different areas. And so for $25, you can take a test called the Working Genius.
Okay.
And the Working Genius will tell you what are my strengths, what are my frustrations, and so that you know like where you really need to be focusing your time. And then who else you need to surround yourself with, right? And so the Working Genius looks at, it's called a widget, WIDGET.
Okay.
Wonder. If that's their strength, they're always wondering, like, what's a better way to do this? Like, there's another way, right?
Yeah.
And then the I is innovate. And so they're coming up, like the wanderer just wonders about it, but the innovator figures it out. And, like, they can make things happen from scratch, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got the galvanizer. That's the G. Galvanizers are those people who can rally other people to do greatness. They can do great things, right? And then you got the enabler. The enabler is the one who's always helping other people. And then you got T for tenacity. And they're the ones who get things done. Like they're They're like a dog with a bone, and they're not going to stop till they get it done. And so once you figure out who is at the table, what their strengths are, then you can give them the task that need to happen to get to that next level.
Cool.
But we can't all have the same task because we're not all good at the same things. Right?
Right.
And so then what happens is when you procrastinate, typically it's because you're doing something you don't want to do. You just don't want to do it. It frustrates you. It irritates you. It's not something that you're good at.
First time.
Right. Yeah. So, but that one thing might be something that the person across the table is like, let me have that. Let me do that because that's what I want to do.
This reminds me of the phrase that you say about burning in your wax. Did I say that right?
Yeah, working in your wax. Because if you're working in your wax, you're doing things you don't want to do. You want to be in your flame.
Yeah.
So when you are a working genius, you are working in that flame. And so then just trying to decide who it is. And so when you do that, you can look at from all kinds of perspectives. Like, let's say that, economic growth is important, right? Or in chapters, this would be thank you for closed business. Okay. We want to go to those people who love giving referrals, right? And making sure that we help them give quality referrals because quality referrals turns into thank you for closed business, right? And then if you're looking at a visitor's day and you want to invite people, you want to look at your galvanizers because they're the ones who rally people.
They rally the troops, get everybody excited.
Right.
Yeah.
And so those are the ones you want on that committee. So you want to look at each person's strengths and then make sure that they're working in those strengths. Because I will tell you, when you put me in a job that I'm not in my strength, it'll tell you, like, what is your strength? Like, one of my strengths is tenacity, right? So I'll get it done, but you won't like it. I won't like it. I'll procrastinate. I'll probably wait till the last minute and I'll still get it done because I'm that type of person. But so you want to make sure that you're working people in their areas that they're going to thrive. It kind of goes back to our trust and inspire. I'm going to trust you to be able to do this because that's your strength. Right? So it's called working genius. But to me, that's what makes it such a great day because, we're all great. Everyone's great. We just got to find that greatness. And this is a great little tool to help us see it even more clear and more crystal clear.
This podcast is produced by Chattanooga Podcast Studios, helping businesses and organizations make a deeper connection with their audience through the art of podcasting. An ideal referral for me would be a professional organization with a state or national presence. You can get in touch with me, Michael Crosa, by going to chatpod.com. That's chat with 2 T's, like Chattanooga, which is linked in the show notes below.
Love it. What a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day.
And what a beautiful episode of the BNI Southeast Tennessee podcast.
Yes.
Cool. Well, thanks, everyone. Be sure to tell your chapter about this episode and all the others. 5 stars, review, subscribe, do all the things that really helps us grow and helps us get the word out. And Elaine, as a new dad, I love dad jokes. It's Halloween.
Yes.
So I've got one for you.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did the baby vampire need cough medicine?
Why did the baby vampire need cough medicine? I don't know.
He just had a little coughing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on the BNI Southeast Tennessee podcast.